What is up, crawler fans, RC enthusiasts, and social media surfers? I'm your boy Josh with MOFO RC, and today we've got a freaking buddy battle in the backyard. Range style, well, loose rock section too. But here we go, dude. We're off to a great start. We got somewhat scalers. Craig is running on the mostly scale with like 52-inch tires on his on the old Cherokee. Here we go, Sammy bringing up the rear end in the freaking Yoda, looking super dope, dude. LGRP style. And of course, we're in the front, dude. We're running TS1 body, Gladiator stock links, Gladiator stock shocks, CR18P brushed motor with a V2 ESC radio. So yeah, that's what we're running, dude. We're running Slaymo wheels. We have brass wheel weights from MOFO. 3 mil brass hubs on the front wheels. We have brass diff cover front and rear. Yeah, that's about it, dude. Freaking pretty minimal. Oh, we're running direct power servo from MOFO, black label style. That thing is rad. So this thing is a pretty cool little rig, dude. Nothing super crazy, but it was a great time. Hopefully this gives you a little perspective when you see me run around the backyard and do some of the nasty things, and at the same time it just looks like super easy. You could, because you don't see the struggle. Let this show you and remind you how hard my backyard actually is, and how nasty it is. So this guy in the front, the TS1, killing it, dude. We did have a few mistakes. It did let us down once or twice. But overall, freaking killed it. So we had 2 runs today. This is the only run that's going to be on this video. I will put out another video here at some point with the ballers. Well, I ran the TRX, my TRX. Sammy ran the mullet TRX, and then Craig ran a TRX variant, and then his SGX rig and whatever. Yeah. So definitely you can see how crazy this backyard actually is when you run more normal style rigs, rigs that aren't, you know, running freaking 60s and 6 ounces of tungsten, you know what I'm saying? So here we go, bro. We're cruising around the backyard in the lead. I'm trying to do stuff that is hard, but obviously I'm in a limited rig too, so I got to, you know, maintain and manage my own rig. So this rig is I think it's best probably as a medium. You know, with this type of straight axles, if you just ran, you know, you don't need to have high clearance links. I don't think, you know, with this tire size, I think it's absolutely fine. I wouldn't necessarily need them, but as a medium, or, you know, my normal link set, medium would be freaking awesome with this tire size, with this body and everything. It's just with the length, and this is also I'm running an OG Slayer actually. So it was the original C10 fitted mount and whatever. It actually had a C10 body when I brought it up from Craig, and I saw this there and I was like, heck yeah, let's try this. It works, killing it, super stoked. All right, so I had the intention to kind of like push up and run the gates from the other day and take these cars through those gates, and obviously we pushed up just to get to the starting point here. Going through the first gate proved a little bit difficult just to pull up this hill here. It is possible, but it's very hard, and may require the little bit of pop that all 3 of us ended up having to use. So with the bigger rigs, you can just freaking reach right up there and wrap around it. Sometimes, you know, you can get it just right at certain wheelbases, and you can kind of walk it up. But usually, for a lot of rigs, it's a little bit of pop. Takes a little wheel speed to jump right up there. Great job, Sam. Great job, Craig. Let's go. So this obviously right here, I did not set this turn up right. I was watching Craig, and watch this. Just watch what happens. So Craig, he's doing his freaking best. Really, to get up here, he needs his rear end to be even farther out to the driver's side, or to the far side. He needs to be farther away with his rear end, so it's coming more straight up, because you'll see what happens. So I messed up this turn, and then no good, dude. That's okay. We got it. We fixed it. We on the wheels. Just still to the back of the line. All right, Craig, your turn, guy, dude. Let's freaking see it. So, man, I hope that you guys are having a great freaking day. I hope that you had a great weekend. I hope that you got out with freaking buddies on the rocks, because why? It is a great time, right? It's a great time to play and do this stuff by yourself. You know, for me, freaking awesome. I absolutely love it. My quiet time. which is like all day for me. But anyways, I freaking love doing this. At the same time, it's super awesome to get out with buddies and laugh and just spend time together. You know, great time. Even if your rigs aren't quite the same, just as, and, you know, awesome. This was awesome for Craig to pull out the winch, dude. Super duper awesome. So one thing I would have to say, you know, for the most part, I think these tires do well, but I think that other than like in the chunk and things like that, for the most part, these tires are going to be too big and they're actually hurtful to the rig, right? They're hurtful to the performance, overall performance of the rig. You're having to run higher. It is grabbing and hitting, even though it does have the torque to push through, being a TRX. You know, it just pushes up too high. Also, those tires are going to squish down and roll over, which is why I run the wheels that I run when I'm really trying to go crazy. You need to have that under control, because this takes just a little bit of rollover and it kills your side hill. It's over, done. Crazy. So you have to keep that under control. Even flubs and stuff like that won't be enough when you go to the limit. So I don't know what happened there to Sammy. Wasn't paying attention, and I can't hear with background noise when I'm narrating. So who freaking knows? Maybe he just didn't want to flip. That was probably what it is. So I'm now lined up to do this again. I don't want to make you guys turn. It's already crazy enough. That turn will probably kill them. So we're going to try to do the exit, which is also extremely hard. You know, for vehicles like Craig has a hard time even making it up there. Again, what he really needs to do is get that rear end to the rock, right, to the far side, to the face, the cliff, you know, so that he can get that rear end in the V. That's the only way that it can get up in there. And at the same time, it may tip before able to get the rear tires in there and locked in. So, but really, that's the trick on that for vehicles that are struggling to get the rear end up, is to get it up, see where Sammy is, and he's up on the point. You have to get your rear end up in there. So if it misses that point, see you later. You'll never come back from it. Well, you might like get to back out of it, but you're not going to go forward from that position. Not going to happen, dog. Not going to happen. It'll be a save. It'll be a miraculous save, most likely. Flipping. Maybe two wheels, maybe two wheels. I like flipping two wheels. It's a great time. I like showing off. The TS1 flips two wheels like freaking, like a bug almost. Like, it's almost as good as the bug bodies, bro. And you don't even have to run a bug body, which I think is cool, but the only reason I'd run a bug body is because it flips and it's cool. It's a good shape for rock crawling, so long as it's not too big, right? So, but this TS1, the way that it runs, it's just impressive that it has this heavy body, and this runs better than it did with the C10 body on it, obviously. But the C10 body hits the wheels, and that's big part of what messes it up, and whatever. And so even when it was all chopped up, it was still hitting, and I was like, I don't want to chop it up anymore, dude. What else can we do? Let's put a TS1 body. It's made for running nasty and then having a somewhat cool-looking body. So I do really want to get those printed on the new printer. But I will either have to run those. Those need to have rails anyway. So I just need to figure out the parts for the Pro, some sort of package for this, because this actually does run a slightly different configuration than we are running on the final version of the Pro rails. So I don't know, we'll see. I gotta figure all these things out, but I really want to bring this body out. It's probably going to be modified a little bit if the stupid drawing program will allow me to do it. So that's kind of what it's determined about. That's why it's such a pain in the butt. You think these things should be easy? No. The computer says no. So here we go, dude. One of those things when you go around and you don't have vision on what you're trying to climb, when you know it's a hole, you're trying your best, but dude, you're gonna go in the hole most likely. Watch this. Ready? And hole. Dude, it almost swallowed me. Hole. Dude, here we go. Let's go. All right, dude, we're totally stuck. We're effed at this point. Can we yank it out? Let's go, dude. Show me the freaking driver mod. Can we do it?
There we
go. With the brush motor. We don't have all the torque. We got finesse, dude. We do have big steering, at least for a relatively cheap servo. Dude, if you're looking for a servo and you're just wanting to stay 2S, these type of things, dude, you're on a budget. It is a little more expensive. Totally worth the money. Get it MOFO, black label, direct power, dude. And by the way, our boy Nick needs our help, dude. He needs the help to stay in business, just like I need help to stay in business. So, dude, picking up a few things, you know what I'm saying? Like, whatever is a super huge deal. And You know what I'm saying, bro? If you want a TRX, dude, hit your boy up, because that's not going to be listed for just a little while. Although it's been run, it was ready before. I double checked it. I'm absolutely stoked on it. So we can sell it. It's just I don't want to take. I gotta get back to repping the mono so we can get this thing out there. For whatever reason, sales are down, attention is down. We gotta rep this thing. This thing is freaking rad. I love the freaking mono, especially Mia's, especially on Trixie's. You can't go wrong, bro. But I do want to do a series. We need to do like a budget series, a brushed rig. I asked the guys, dude, check this out. I was like, hey, dude, what if we did like a brush class? And they're like, no. So I was thinking about you, homies. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was thinking about you. I was trying to represent, you know, for the homies, trying to have a cheap class, something we can run on the camera. The homies said, no, don't do that, dude. We're going to run brush motors. We're not going to run brush motors anymore. We don't run V2 ESCs and our stuff. You know, what a joke. That's basically the attitude of the guys on this channel, Craig and Sammy. Not to name any names. No, kidding, dude, kidding. I freaking love brushless, man. It's my jam, dog. I do love, you know, this rig is freaking awesome, you know. So if this is what you can afford to build, then this is what you should build, right? That's the freaking best. You know what I'm saying? This has a Hobby Plus CR18P motor. I love that motor. So a good comparable motor to that should be long lasting. Great motor would be the new MOFO Torque Beast. He's got a whole selection from torque and smoothness to wheel speed, all these type of things. Check them out, dude. Nick at MOFO. You know, but at the same time, if you have a CR18P and you took the motor out and you could put it in this, and it's freaking rad. So they're also super duper cheap if you can find them. At least they used to be. So there you go, dude. There's that. Ah, Sammy, nice recovery. See, I go through this stuff and you guys are like, oh yeah, there he goes. Yep. This course is just too easy. No, sir. No, sir. The rig, the skills, right? So we don't want to make the homies look bad, but at the same time, we're driving scale rigs in the nasty. The loose rock section is what I like to call it. Why? Because the freaking rocks are loose. They're just sitting there. That's why it's the loose rock section. It's also called the chunk. You know what I'm saying? So, I love riding chunk. I love riding on the range. It's nice to have them both next to each other. You can go from one variety to the next, doing as nasty and crazy and silly stuff you want to do. The only thing that we really lack in the backyard are ledges to hang from. So definitely gotta fix that. But I'm still waiting to see if we're, hit a rock. Still waiting to see if we're going to move, when that's going to be, how long it's going to be, all these type of things, so that I can determine if I'm going to put any work into the old backyard. Oh my gosh. Nope, not done. Haha, take that, dude. You ain't getting a lead. You ain't taking a lead from me. So it looked like I took this rig from Craig yesterday. He needed help moving a safe, so I went over and checked him out, and he was talking about what we were going to run. I was like, you got a scaler or something we could run? And so this is a build I made for our buddy Terry quite a while ago. Well, I made it, and he bought it. So anyways, so I put a little time into it. I put some U-joints on the front, modified them. By the way, the OGRC U-joints that he gave to me, I would not suggest buying them. I just buy the cheap Amazon ones. They're just no-namers. If you need me to send you a link, I can do that. You know, but they're just the no-namer Amazon ones. They're usually like $14 or $15. Yeah, that's what I suggest. They modify super easy. Never had an issue with them. I haven't. It seems like I've run them on a rig with brass knuckles, but maybe I didn't. But that was the thing, is I could not get it to work properly with the brass knuckles. So I actually had to take off the brass knuckles that were on it. I put on my own, the Texoma knuckles that are not really for sale right now. And so I put those on there, and that was what gave us a ton of steering. But again, those the one side is still a little bit messed up. It's the side, actually, in the pack, the OGRC pack from brand new came with a +4 and a regular. And so I had to actually donate from an axle to get it going. So, but the OGRC one is still kind of messed up, and it like kind of lugs. So you can see on the one turning, it does lug. And then also I am hitting the links because I don't have crook links. So that'd be super duper helpful to swap this to a what I would prefer is a medium link set on this. But you could do a medium plus. You could even do exactly like it is, a gladiator, longy, and longy long. So I was trying to pull up onto the right, onto the knob. It's something I really like to do. It takes a little work. And then when you get up there, it's pretty crazy. And then I was like, wait, we're not in super baddies. We gotta not do that. I don't want to do that to my homies because they're probably not going to be able to do it in their rigs. So we'll just go up this way. Looking super dope. So anyways, man, again, like anytime I forget what I'm talking about and don't have anything to say, what do? Man, I hope you guys are doing freaking good. Hope you guys are hanging in there. Lots going on, dude. Lots to get upset about, lots to be mad about, lots to be offended and be victimized. But at the same time, the only one that's going to overcome in this life is you, overcomers, right? It's you, that you could realize that you have the ability, you have the opportunity to overcome. You have patience, you have long suffering, you have endurance, you have whatever you need internally, love, whatever, patience, these type of things, right? Hope, faith, these things, all these type of things are yours endlessly, that you would have enough to make it through. And yes, it's not fair, right? Again, I already know it, dude. I have lots of pity parties, right? I get it. Totally understand. But the only way we're going to make it through is that we would suck it up and find a way, right? And if we suck it up and we say thank you for the opportunity, you know, thank you for the patience, thank you that I can do this, thank you that there is an answer, right, that I can do this. Show me how to do it right. Please, can you show me how to do it right? I want to do it right. This is attitude, right? This is all it takes to make it better, to continue on, to be the master in your life, these type of things. You know, does it make it like easy? No. But you can do it, right? And the only thing that you can do, you can have a bad attitude, you can have a good attitude. It's up to you, right? You can feel sorry for yourself, or you can realize it's just the way it is right now, and we're gonna have to freaking knuckle down, dude. We're gonna have to freaking get after it, and it's gonna be okay. I'm gonna have to make some sacrifices, some compromises, these type of things, dude, and just try again. Or like when you rip till you flip like that, dude, land it to the wheels, hit it again. Dude, that's why we love rock crawling, you know what I'm saying? Because it's all about you. You gotta show up, dude. Sometimes it doesn't work out. Sometimes you freaking go in a hole. Sometimes the stuff breaks. All these type of things, right? But rip till you flip, you know what I'm saying? You gotta get back up, you gotta put it back together, and try again, you know what I'm saying? That's how we do it. Right? I think that's right. Sounds right to me, dude. Freaking crank! Nice job, dude. Nice job. Way to save it. So again, here we go. Me thinking I'm in a super duper crazy baddie. Especially not thinking about the homies behind me. If I would have hit that perfect, maybe could have made it. But we're small tires. Yeah, we're just not running what we normally would run. Don't have the clearance on the bottom. Just the old setup. We are also running just 32 millimeter stock shocks. That's why it bounces all over the place. I'm not running any bands or any spring mods or any. It may have been greased at one point, but it's certainly not. It had the 500K diff fluid into the shocks, the old trick. But I'm sure that dried out or squeezed out long ago. So it's super duper bouncy and would be beneficial to run the new setup. Run 39 millimeter oil shocks, and this guy will be phenomenal. So that's pretty much it. So actually, at the same time, on the front, you can only get away with 32 millimeter shocks running the shorter front end if you're trying to run on the mono. So that's the way it goes, dude.
You just took out the...
That is the way that it goes. So I about have this TRX done. I about have it out of here. It will be out of here tomorrow. So I'm going to be able to start on some new projects. So the TRX will be available for anybody who does want it. I will be kind of showing it off and those type of things. But at the same time, I won't be pushing it too hard. Stay on the freaking log, Sam. I can't talk. Watch what happens in a second. So anyways, dude, we're going to try and do these things. And, you know, I don't even know what I was saying. We're just going to do stuff. So I'm running the Swampers, by the way. They seem to be freaking killing it, dude. A little bit savage. So what I did on those, I am running, again, just the Slamo wheels. It'd be the same as running the DDPs or the UPWs from Nick, except for UPWs are deep side out, I believe. So this should be roughly the same as Nick's shallow side out on the wheels, meaning like on the DDPs. And so with a 3 mil in the front, and then with just the brass wheel weights, and then I have my foam that I use. I use the XL Gap Duck brand foam to make my inner stages, and so I just wrap that around the wheel weight, and then I used I think they were the foams from the Klingons, so it's a much bigger foam, so the wheel is definitely quite tight and whatever, but it freaking performs whatever. Our side hill was great. You know, it's a little bit tight, but at the same time, I felt like for the most part, the grip was there. If we had a brushless system so that we could do our slow crawl when we needed it, I think this thing is freaking killing it. So for a tire, any tire to do well on the range is a great day. And these tires were not doing well on the range before I cut them. One of the things I did as I changed them over. By the way, if anybody wants Slamo faces, I'd be happy to sell a set for 20 bucks. It's just the Slamo faces. They go on, you know, it's just going to go on the MOFO parts. So like, just like you would buy DDP or UPW faces, and then you would buy inserts, and then you would buy the hubs and all this stuff. Same exact thing. You would buy all the rest of that stuff from Nick. I'll throw hubs in there or whatever, but you still should get some nice hubs for them because these rims can be painted up. They're freaking gorgeous, dude. 6-spoke, dude. Double. They're super deep if you want a deep dish wheel. If that's something that you dig and you like to have the wide, I no longer do. I like to have a medium elbow, right? Medium elbow. And then on a small rig, a small elbow. So there you go, dude. They're perfect for that, perfect for a medium elbow, perfect for a small elbow. Flip them deep, shallow, whatever you want to run them. But again, I'm not going to list those at the moment. So the reason why was because the brass wheel weights were not in stock. That was a few weeks ago when I talked to Nick about that. I will check on that. Whenever those come back in stock, I'll definitely post them. So it's just one of those things. So they can be run with the inserts that I have. They can be bought as a set, but it's like one of those things. You're going to need some weight in your wheels, bro. And so it's definitely helpful to run it with the brass wheel weight. So there you go, bro. Freaking knowledge on ya. Let's go, Sammy. Looking freaking crazy. We're coming up pretty close to the end here. Craig skydived off the top. Sammy's definitely putting in work, making it look better, dude. Looking super duper nasty. Is he going to be able to bring it all the way down to the ground?
And the wheels?
Yes, and no. He kind of did, but on the roof. That's not it. That's not it. That's like halfway down, Sam. That was really good. You went up and halfway down. Let's see if we can rip till you flip and get back up on it. I didn't take the exact same line, but that was not intentional. I just kind of went where the rig went. When it went like that, it got a little crazy. I had to freaking correct it. Now we're in a crazy position. So there we go, dude. I went a little off the line. Was not intentional, but it was getting long. I was trying to get done with it. There we go. What a great up. Freaking gorgeous, dude. And imagine if this was a new Pro, the belly would be where it's supposed to be. If they run in my links, you'd have clearance in the rear. Oh my gosh, dude. But at the same time, I do need to show this off and show you guys what you can do. Dude, this is stock links, stock shocks, stock transmission. I don't even know if it has overdrive. It just has U-joints. Freaking rip till you flip.